start any other dispute and conflict as far as possible at Medina. So actually, go on forgiving. Go on ignoring them. Don't argue with them. Don't, in every matter, question them. So that was the matter of policy that was being given here. Fa'fu anhum. So you go on forgiving them for all their treacheries that is coming in your knowledge. But you just don't bring them to book. Don't investigate. Don't, argue with them. Wasfahu, and just ignore them. Hatta yati Allahu bi amrih. Till that time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings forth his final decision. Final decision will be the triumph of Islam, the superiority of Islam in the Arabian Peninsula. Then these people will also be brought to the book. Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is powerful to do everything. Wa aqimu salata wa atu zakah. And you, O Muslims, establish the prayers, and you go on paying zakah. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ. And whatsoever you send forth before you, before dying, you are sending these charities and good deeds of yours towards hereafter. That is your stock for the life hereafter. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ. Whatever you are sending before you, you will find it with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah bima ta'amaluna basir. Verily Allah is seeing whatever you are doing. Don't think that whatever you are doing, the good deeds that you are performing are not in the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَقَالُوا لَنْ يَدْخُلَ الْجَنَّةَ إِلَّا مَنْ كَانَ هُودًا أَوْ نَصَارًا. And they say, who say? The people of the book, the Jews and the Christians. لَنْ يَدْخُلَ الْجَنَّةَ إِلَّا مَنْ كَانَ هُودًا أَوْ نَصَارًا. Nobody will be able to enter Jannah, paradise, except who is a Jew or a Christian. تِلْكَ أَمَانِيُّهُمْ. This is their wishful thinking. This is their own thinking. These are the ideas framed by themselves. قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Ask them, tell them to bring forth your argument. What proof you have? Bring forth Bible, bring forth Torah, and tell us where it is written in the Torah. قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. If you are truthful. بَلَا مَنْ أَسْلَمَ وَجْهَهُ لِلَّهِ وَهُوَ مُحْسِنٌ. Why not? Whosoever submits his face, and face here means will. Whosoever has submitted his face, that is his will, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَهُوَ مُحْسِنٌ. And he is doing it out of sincerity, not hypocritically, not apparently only. Muhsinun, within the most handsome and beautiful way. فَلَهُ وَجْرُهُ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِ وَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. For him is his reward ensured, and it is with his Lord. And on them there will be no fear, nor they will have to grieve. وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ لَيْسَتِ النَّصَارَى عَلَى شَيْءٍ. Now just note these two ayat. In the previous ayah, they said only the Jews and the Christians will enter paradise. Here they dispute among themselves. So they became one when they were against Muslims. But then, when they were between themselves, they were quarreling with each other also. وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ لَيْسَتِ النَّصَارَى عَلَى شَيْءٍ. And the Jews say that the Christians are not on anything. They have no basis. They are baseless. They have no deen. وَقَالَتِ النَّصَارَى لَيْسَتِ الْيَهُودُ عَلَى شَيْءٍ. In the same manner, the Christians say that the Jews are on no basis. They have no ground under their feet. Their religion is baseless. وَهُمْ يَتْلُونَ الْكِتَابِ. Although they are reading the same book. The Old Testament is common between the two. The Jews don't believe in the New Testament. But the major part of the Bible, that is actually the Old Testament. وَهُمْ يَتْلُونَ الْكِتَابِ. And both of them are reading and reciting the same book. كَذَلِكَ قَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ مِثْلَ قَوْلِهِمْ. The same thing was said by those people who know nothing. That is the pagan Arabs, the Ummiyin, who had no book whatsoever. They also said that we are on the right path, Neither the Jews nor the Christians. None of them is on the right path. Misla qawlihim. They also said the same thing like they are saying. فَاللَّهُ يَحْكُمُ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فِي مَا كَانُوا فِيهِ يَخْتَلِفُونَ. So Allah will decide and judge between them on the day of judgment about all those things in which they were differing from each other. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ أَنْ يُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ وَسَعَى فِي خَرَابِهَا. Because there was a mention of the pagan Arabs here in the previous ayah. Now you know the question of Baytullah that is being discussed. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. In a generalized way, this ayah is saying, who is more unjust than those who forbid from Allah's mosques that the name of Allah be taken there, remembered there, وَسَعَى فِي خَرَابِهَا, and they strive for their ruin. That was a reference to the Quraysh of Makkah, who were forbidding the Muslims. They could not enter Masjid al-Haram, they couldn't make Umrah, they couldn't do Hajj, they couldn't go and make zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over there. They couldn't go and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala over there. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ أَنْ يُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ وَسَعَى فِي خَرَابِهَا أُولَٰئِكَ مَا كَانَ لَهُمْ أَنْ يَدْخُلُوهَا إِلَّا خَائِفِينَ. These people actually, they don't have the right to enter these mosques except with fear. Instead of having, that they have become the guardians of this mosque of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Baytullah, Masjid al-Haram, these Quraysh, these mushrikeen, these idolaters, these idol worshippers, these pagans, they have become the guardians of the house of Allah, which was built by Ibrahim and Ismail for the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. So they should actually be in a position not of guardianship, but even if they enter, they should enter with fear, not with authority. لَهُمْ فِي الدُّنْيَا خِزْيٌ وَلَهُمْ فِي الْآخِرَةِ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. For them, there is humiliation in this world, and in the hereafter, there will be very grievous torment and punishment. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَشْرِقُ وَالْمَغْرِبُ فَأَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا فَثَمَّ وَجْهَ اللَّهِ. Now please note that this address to the Bani Israel is coming to an end gradually. A very small part of it remains. After that, I told you there are 4 sections of this surah which discuss the switch over of the former ummah being deposed and the Muslim ummah being installed in its position of representation of Allah on earth. And Muslim ummah is the representative of Allah on earth. Just as Adam was made vicegerent of Allah on earth, the Muslim ummah is a representative of Allah on earth. And now for that purpose, Kaaba, because that was to become the Qibla forever now. Now that has been made, the mention has been made of Kaaba and Masjid al-Haram, that it is still under the guardianship and control of the mushriks. But because there was going to be a change of direction of the Qibla from Jerusalem to Makkah, this ayah has appeared here, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَشْرِقُ وَالْمَغْرِبُ. Because it was going to be a very big issue, change of the direction of Qibla. For many people it became a tricky type of problem. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has started discussing this issue, that this direction of Qibla, it is nothing. Allah is not confined to any one direction. East or west, north or south, all belong to Allah. Whichever way you face, that is the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's only for harmony, for a discipline, that a particular direction is fixed, so that there shouldn't be chaos. Whole of the community should be facing in one direction. The whole of the congregation, that is facing in the same direction. For only a direction is fixed. Not that Allah is confined to that direction. Well, this is actually something, thinking very low of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the issue of this ayah. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَشْرِقُ وَالْمَغْرِبُ. Mashriq and Maghrib, East and West, all belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَأَيْنَمَا تُوَلُّوا, whichever direction you take and face, فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ, that is the direction.